Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you see yourself and your future. Deep down, most people know they are capable of becoming more successful, more disciplined, more confident, more powerful. But somewhere along the way, people slowly begin settling for less than they truly wanted from life. The painful truth is that most people never reach their full potential, not because they are weak or untalented, but because they become trapped by fear, comfort, distractions, bad habits, and self-doubt. Little by little, they stop pushing themselves, they stop believing in bigger possibilities, and eventually, they begin living on autopilot, repeating the same routines while their dreams slowly disappear in the background. Today, you are going to understand the 10 biggest reasons why most people never become the person they were truly capable of becoming. And if you truly pay attention to these lessons, you may begin to realize that your future is still in your hands. 1. They never take action. This is the biggest reason of all. Most people spend their entire lives thinking, planning, dreaming, and talking about success, but never actually taking action. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect version of themselves before they finally begin. But the truth is that perfect conditions never exist. If you wait for the traffic lights of life to all turn green at the same time, you will never leave your driveway. Many people already know exactly what they need to do to improve their lives. They know they should work harder, exercise, learn new skills, read more, become disciplined, or finally chase the dreams they constantly think about. But instead of acting, they keep postponing everything. They tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next month, I'll start when I feel ready. But tomorrow keeps moving further away. Days become months, months become years, and eventually, they realize they spent more time thinking about success than actually working for it. Success belongs to people who move before they feel ready, people who take action despite fear, uncertainty, and discomfort. Because ideas mean absolutely nothing without execution. Knowledge is not power. It is only potential power. The real power comes from the moment you decide to move your feet. At the end of life, one of the greatest regrets is often not failure, but realizing you never truly tried. 2. They let fear control their decisions. Fear is one of the most powerful forces on earth. Fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, fear of criticism, fear of failure, fear of not being good enough. Because of fear, millions of people stay trapped inside lives they secretly hate. They remain silent when they should speak. They avoid opportunities that could completely change their future. And instead of risking failure, they choose safety and comfort. But here is the truth most people never understand. Every successful person feels fear. The difference is that successful people act anyway. Courage does not mean you feel no fear. Courage means moving forward even while fear is still present. It means refusing to let fear make every important decision in your life. Most people wait until they feel confident before taking action. But confidence is built through action, not waiting. You don't build confidence by thinking about the gym. You build it by lifting the weights. You become stronger by facing difficult situations, not by avoiding them. And the saddest part is that many fears never even become reality. Millions of people spend years suffering because of imaginary scenarios created inside their own minds. They are haunted by ghosts of things that haven't happened yet. But eventually, the pain of regret becomes much heavier than the pain of failure. Because failure is temporary, embarrassment is temporary, criticism is temporary. But wondering what could my life have been if I had tried can stay with someone forever. 3. They become addicted to comfort. Comfort feels safe. It feels relaxing. It feels easy. And that is exactly why it is so dangerous. The human brain naturally wants to avoid pain, struggle, uncertainty, and discomfort. But growth only happens when you challenge yourself beyond what feels comfortable. Think about a muscle. It only grows when it is placed under tension and resistance. The same applies to your character. Every successful person had to experience sacrifice, discipline, stress, uncertainty, and failure before achieving something great. But most people spend their lives trying to avoid discomfort at all costs. They avoid difficult conversations. They avoid taking risks. They avoid challenges. They avoid situations that force them to grow. And slowly, comfort becomes an invisible prison. Many people stay in jobs they hate because change feels scary. Others stay trapped in toxic environments, unhealthy habits, or empty routines simply because those things feel familiar. They prefer a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven, and over time, they stop growing completely. The most dangerous thing about comfort is that it does not ruin your life immediately. It doesn't scream at you. It whispers. It slowly destroys ambition without you noticing. And one day, years later, people wake up wondering what happened to all the dreams they once had. 4. They are constantly distracted. Never before in history have people been so distracted. Modern society is designed to steal your attention. Social media, notifications, endless entertainment, short videos, and constant stimulation are keeping millions of people mentally exhausted every single day. Most people cannot even spend a few minutes without checking their phones. They are addicted to the cheap dopamine of a notification bell. They struggle to focus deeply on anything important. Their minds are overloaded with information, noise, and distractions. And little by little, their ability to think clearly disappears. This is extremely dangerous because focus has become one of the most valuable skills in the modern world. It is the superpower of the 21st century. While distracted people waste hours scrolling through meaningless content, focused people are building businesses, learning skills, improving their health, reading books, training their minds, and creating opportunities for themselves. You cannot build an extraordinary life if you are constantly looking at what everyone else is doing. The people who learn to control their attention will always have an advantage over those who allow distractions to control their lives. Because where your attention goes, your future follows. And many people are wasting their greatest resource on things that add absolutely nothing to their future. 5. They underestimate time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing they still have plenty of time. They constantly say, "I'm still young. I'll start later. I'll change someday." But someday is a dangerous word that usually means never. Life moves much faster than anyone expects. Days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years, and suddenly, an enormous part of life is already gone. The frightening truth is that time is the one thing you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose a job and find a new one. But every wasted hour is part of your life disappearing forever. Successful people understand something most people ignore. Small actions repeated consistently over time create extraordinary results. This is the law of compounding. One workout changes nothing. One productive day changes nothing. 1 hour of studying changes nothing. But years of discipline can completely transform someone's future. The problem is that most people either wait too long to start or quit too early before results finally appear. They want the harvest without the season of planting. Great things take time. Real transformation takes patience. And most people never stay consistent long enough to discover what they are truly capable of becoming. 6. They depend on motivation instead of discipline. Motivation is temporary. It is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. Some days you feel inspired, energized, and ready to conquer the world. Other days you feel exhausted, discouraged, frustrated, and emotionally drained. If your success depends only on motivation, you will constantly stop and restart. You will be a prisoner of your mood. That is why discipline matters so much more. Discipline means doing the work even when you do not feel like it. It means being your own boss and holding yourself accountable. It means continuing during difficult days. It means staying committed after the excitement disappears. The people who become successful are usually not the most motivated people. They are the people who continue showing up consistently even when they feel tired, uncertain, or discouraged. They have built a system that works even when their emotions don't. Meanwhile, most people quit the moment things become uncomfortable. They start strong for a few days or weeks. But once the initial excitement fades away, they return to old habits. And this is why so many people stay stuck for years. Because success is not built through occasional motivation. It is built through repeated discipline over long periods of time. 7. They stop believing in themselves. One of the saddest things that can happen to someone is losing belief in their own potential. Maybe they failed too many times. Maybe people constantly criticized them. Maybe life hurt them deeply. Maybe they experienced rejection, disappointment, or humiliation. And slowly, they begin convincing themselves that they are not capable of greatness. They start to believe the lies that society tells them. So they stop dreaming, stop taking risks, stop trying new things, stop pushing themselves beyond average. Eventually, they settle for a life far smaller than the one they could have created. They build a ceiling over their own heads. But history is filled with people who were rejected, doubted, ignored, and underestimated before becoming successful. Many of the most successful individuals in history failed repeatedly, hundreds of times, before finally achieving greatness. The difference is that they refused to completely give up on themselves. They understood that a failure is an event, not an identity. Your current situation does not define your future. Your past mistakes do not define your identity. You are not your bank account, you are not your past failures, and you are not the opinions of others. As long as you continue trying, your story is still being written. 8. They seek instant gratification. Modern society has trained people to expect everything immediately. Instant entertainment, instant pleasure, instant results, instant dopamine. We live in a world of buy now, pay later. Because of this, many people lose the patience required to build something meaningful. They want fast success, fast money, fast transformation, fast recognition. But real growth does not happen overnight. You cannot bake a cake in 10 seconds by turning the heat up to 1,000 degrees. You will just burn it. Building confidence takes time. Building discipline takes time. Building a strong mindset takes time. Building an extraordinary life takes time. Most people quit because they become frustrated during slow progress. They expect massive results after a short amount of effort. But success almost always belongs to the people who stay patient and consistent while everyone else gives up. The ability to delay gratification, to work now and enjoy the rewards much later, is one of the biggest advantages a person can develop in modern life. Because people who can suffer temporarily for a greater future will always outperform people who constantly chase immediate pleasure. 9. They care too much about other people's opinions. Many people spend their entire lives trying to please everyone around them. They are living a script written by someone else. They are afraid of judgment, afraid of criticism, afraid of looking foolish, afraid of disappointing others. So instead of being themselves, they hide who they truly are. They follow careers they do not love to impress people they do not even like. They make decisions based on other people's expectations. They suppress their real goals and dreams because they fear being misunderstood or mocked. And slowly, they lose themselves completely. But no matter what you do, criticism will always exist. If you do nothing, people will criticize you for being lazy. If you do something great, people will criticize you out of jealousy. No matter how hard you try, some people will still judge you, doubt you, or misunderstand you. That is why eventually every person must choose. Will you spend your life seeking approval? Or will you build the life you genuinely want? You cannot be a prisoner of other people's perceptions, because your full potential can never grow if you are constantly pretending to be someone you are not. Your true power lies in your authenticity. 10. They never take full responsibility for their life. Most people blame everything except themselves. They blame society, their parents, their past, bad luck, the economy, their boss, other people. And while some obstacles are real and life isn't always fair, nothing truly changes until a person takes responsibility for their own future. Blaming others feels good because it removes the pressure from you, but it also removes your power. The moment you stop blaming the world and start focusing on what you can control, your life begins to change. Because responsibility is power. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for someone else to save you. You stop waiting for the government, your parents, or a lucky break to change your situation. You realize that your future depends on your actions, your habits, your mindset, and your decisions. That mindset changes everything. Because once you understand that your life is your responsibility, you stop acting like a victim and start acting like someone capable of creating change. Victims have excuses, winners have results, and that is where real transformation begins. At the end of life, the greatest pain is usually not failure. The greatest pain is realizing that you had enormous potential inside you, but never fully used it. Knowing you could have become stronger, smarter, braver, more disciplined, more successful, but instead allowing fear, comfort, distractions, doubt, and excuses to control your future. Knowing that the person you became is only a shadow of the person you were meant to be. Most people will remain trapped inside the same cycle forever. The same routines, the same fears, the same excuses, the same average life. But you still have time to change. The fact that you are listening to this right now means your clock hasn't run out yet. Because the moment you become aware of what is holding you back, you also gain the power to overcome it. Your potential still exists. Your future is still unwritten, and you are still capable of becoming far more than you are today. But only if you decide to act now, before time quietly disappears. Stop waiting for a sign. Stop waiting for permission. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. If you like this video, give it a like and leave a comment. You can also subscribe to see more content.